Can you talk about some of the most important lessons you learned in the many years that you were the head of the Renaissance Charter School in New York?
I think one of the things that I learned is the fluidity of a school situation. And as much as we want right answers or wrong answers, many answers are pounded out are pounded out within a context, and that is truly significant. If we only had all the right answers to start with, it wouldn't be a problem. But the point is that we're imperfect human beings. In 1994, the New York Times decided that they would cover in depth some of the new schools that were starting around New York City at that time. And one New York Times reporter spent one whole month in one fifth grade classroom. And he didn't want to spend the time in the so-called model classroom. He wanted to spend the time in a classroom where students and teachers were trying to discover who they were and what they were about. So he sat there with his laptop typing away for over a month. And what the story that emerged was of a teacher, extremely courageous, extremely dedicated, with a very, very difficult class. But what happened was, after the day was done, after the drama that was finished, the thing that the reporter pointed out to was the meetings that took place after the school, in which the day was reviewed and discussed among colleagues. And again, there was a shifting of ideas and thoughts. People sitting in, he called it an archipelago of tables because we were dealing with limited furniture. But in this type of difficult setting, one teacher who was struggling was given fresh ideas and fresh support and different ways to support. And what emerged was a really wonderful teacher, a wonderful class, wonderful students. So I think we need to have a degree. Part of the paradigm right now is looking for the exceptional teacher who can make things work. But I think we also have to invest time and energy in providing supports so that the sincere teacher can have wonderful results because of a system of caring. And in a sense, if the school is able to model the system of caring, what we discovered at Renaissance is that the system of caring itself is the most important lesson that we can give kids. Kids deserve to have front row seats of human drama. Kids deserve to see failure in front of them and how failure can be transformed. And kids deserve to see that as long as hope and hard work is possible, that beautiful situations can emerge. And this is what, even though the first few years of our school were very difficult, this is indeed what happened. And the first class of graduating students in our school, who maybe saw the most difficult, they were the first students in the school, they were the first, they called themselves the guinea pigs. They were the students, the first students of the high school. Out of original group, many of them left. But the ones who remained, 3 of them are now staff members at the Renaissance. So it's left a very indelible impression on them what education is about. They lived it. So I don't think we need to worry about failure as much as we need to worry about the failure of hope. That to me is the greatest problem.